Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche, the Tribe of the Sea, and I want to apologize for this video being a little bit late and for not having been on much this last week. Some real life stuff came up and I got pretty busy and didn't actually have a lot of time to record, but that's all said and done now, and so hopefully I'll be able to get back into normal recording. Might take me a bit at first because my voice will have to warm up again, but we should be back to normal pretty soon here. And we're here with our Niche tribe, so hopefully we can jump right back in. I'm trying to remember exactly where we left off. And one more announcement real quick before we start is that if you guys didn't know this, you can actually download our Niche save files. If you want to play around with the tribes yourself, you can find them on our Patreon, and mid-series, the files are only available to patrons, so if you're supporting me on Patreon for $1 or more a month, then you'll have immediate access to the save files. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for a series to end, and then all the save files will become available. So if you guys didn't know we did that, that is one of the things that we do here on the channel, and hopefully some of you guys can check that out if you guys are interested. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right back in and see where we left off. So I think, yeah, we're still trying to breed in the claws. We were going to breed Alaska and Bermuda here and try and get this tail fin in. The web-tied legs are partially in, and I mean, because Alaska doesn't have them at all. We have the water body, and we're probably going to try and get rid of the albinism at some point. Some of you guys really like it, some of you guys don't like it as much. The trouble that I have with it right now is that it's getting really repetitive, and so what we'll probably try to do is keep those genes in our beach family, because it would make more sense for the creatures who are in a lighter environment up on the higher parts of the ocean and on the shore, that they would try to blend in more with this beach area, whereas it's going to be a little bit darker. You can't see it because it's just the game, but the further down you go in the ocean, the darker it gets, and so our clawed hunters will probably be a little bit darker in coloration, and we're going to start shifting our genetics to reflect that here. So let's go ahead and I think we'll start a new day. I think we do have some creatures passing away, but I'm not quite sure who. Oh, that's right. That's a thing too. Okay, so who passed away? Someone over here and someone over here. I think that was Lobster over here, and I didn't see who it was over here. But we are unfortunately bidding farewell to some of our creatures here. And do we have any more leeches that are out to attack us? I do not think so. So let's make sure that someone comes down here and gathers up this. Can we actually reach the shell? I don't know that we can. Let's move Shimmer over here and see if, oh, even Aloha can't reach. Oh wait, where are the bunnies stealing from us? Where's this? No! Flounder! Oh, that's right. There's a Berryina there. That's why we haven't been staying that close. And Kirku, it's been his job to keep the balance bear here away from the tribe, and so I think he's gonna have to keep trying to fulfill that, because he doesn't want it catching sight of our tribe mates over here. Do not steal our berries, excuse me. Now, let's see if Newt can help us here. Maybe we can bring Anako over this way to help gather some as well. Oh, and Newt can catch this bunny. That's good. And, ooh, I see some creatures here with very promising genetics. Look at Lassie. I love her fur. I love the gray and the orange. It's very unique. I don't think we've really seen much like it before, but she's pretty much what we consider to be a perfect gatherer. She has the platypus beak, meaning she can dig up food from the floor of the ocean if she can find where it is. She has the water body, which enables her to dive into the sea, and she has this tail fin. The one thing she's missing is the web-tied legs, and she does have pretty low fertility. And let's look at Lysana. You know what? They have such similar names that I honestly want to keep it, and they have very similar looks too. They both have a mask. I honestly don't think I'm going to change their names, because it's almost like their mothers here have been talking and decided to kind of coordinate their baby names, and I want to respect that. So let's see if we can bring Kanbei down here and maybe gather some there, and Carrick can come up this way. We'll make sure we breed these guys again. But yeah, okay, it doesn't look like we're going to have the chance to get them in nests this turn. But let's see. I think we'll go ahead and we'll have Junko do some gathering here. There are some platypus beak dig spots here, so if we wanted to bring some of our babies that way. We also have Manatee and Coconut who are getting ready to dive into the sea. They both do have the, yeah, they do have the swimming genes. They have the water body, so we can maybe bring them that way and see if they can happen to dig up some of these. Ooh, and even Nala did manage to get one of those spots dug up, but we'll see. Now, Coco can go ahead and gather there, and we'll see. I don't think, okay, they're both pregnant, and they'll be ready to give birth on the next turn. But I think, so let's have this family. I think what we decided we were going to do was we were going to be a little bit risky here, and we were actually going to breed Bahari and Crate. Now, they do have the same genetics on both slots, so there's a decent chance we could have a sick baby, but it might be the only way to get those poison fangs fully in the family. And we also have, do we have another creature we were wanting to potentially breed? I don't actually know that we did. Okay. Well, let's see if any of them can dig up that spot there. I don't think so, but we also did want to breed Aqua into this family, I'm pretty sure, because she has some different genetics that we'd like to try and get in. So we'll bring her down this way. Now, let's see if Amber can try and gather there. It is actually her last day. Oh, and Luciana got the shell. Good job to Luciana. Let's see if these guys... Oh my goodness, Alaska, first try. And they actually are old enough to breed now. I think we have plenty of food. We do have a lot of creatures, so I'm going to breed them. And we'll see. Oh my goodness, and even Aloha managed to dig successfully. We'll breed them on this turn, but we won't have them have a baby right away. There's a fish! There's fish! Let's catch some of those fish. All right. Let's see if Calder, or maybe we'll have Blossom try and dig there. And Calder can try too. Oh, he did get it. Good job to him. And, ooh, there's a shell right over there. Maybe it'd be worth bringing Perry. Oh, she couldn't quite fish. But Luna can, if we can, yes, okay. Oh no! Those tricky fish managed to outsmart her. While Marlin can try and dig, unfortunately without success. Bismarck can also try to dig, maybe? And we can bring Stingray over this way. I'm not really seeing anything. Oh, there is a shell we can gather, though. I'm not seeing too much for them to find over here, though. We do have to be very careful with Flounder and that Barrina. He could be in a bit of danger there. And let's not forget about our little group over here that's ventured quite far away. Brizo can actually... Oh, we've got a Raise Rana, too. I wonder if any of them can catch it. I don't think so. It's not looking like it. Nope. And where is the balance bear? Nobody hears or sees it, so that's good. Oh, you can try. No such luck, though. Let's let them continue poking around, and I bet that balance bear went back to the shore. Now, Aquarius and Anapos have kind of headed this way. Maybe we'll have them keep looking to see if they can find any fish. We can hop up here, have Aquarius hop up here and look for a vantage, and maybe Anapos can help with this Raise Rana problem we're having over here, or even Aquarius himself. But I think we're going to go ahead and we'll start a new day, and we will zoom in on Amber because it is her last day, and time for us to bid her farewell. And there she goes. Oh. Alright, and the balance bearer is up there, still following Kirku here, so at least it's still locked onto him and not coming after our tribe. It looks like it may be Kirku's fate to serve as a distraction. Oh, and this Barrina is following Flounder. Let's see if Flounder can scoot out to sea here. We've got a lot of leeches, too. Oh my goodness. Maybe we can gather here. Let's make sure... Oh no, we've lost our gatherer up here. Cambay, let's have you come back this way. I think the bunnies stole our berries there. But we'll bring Inako here and maybe have her try and dig. Oh, she did get one of those dig spots, so that's good. And Coco can gather here. Let's bring Tadella down here and see if these two can find anywhere to dig. Yes, they can. All right. Is there any more dig spots around here? I'm not seeing any. And let's see if Kirku can maybe lead this balance bearer back up the mountain. I don't think it'll be able to reach him there. It might try, but I don't think it actually will. So let's see if we can have, maybe Perry can lead this way. Ooh, and we'll make sure Calder here gets to fish, and then Luna can gather here, and then even Perry could come up here and dig. There we go. And let's see who has these leeches, because we don't want them causing us trouble. Oh, it looks like Sardine has one. Sardine is always getting leeches. Oh, no. And I didn't realize it was his last day. Oh, why don't you come sit by Brizo? Oh, I'm sure she'll help comfort you. That's really sad. I didn't know he was about to pass away. And then Bismarck here is the other one with the leech. Let's make sure we bring him over here, and then we'll go back to our group over there. I just want to make sure we get the leeches off before we have any trouble with them, and because that would not be a good thing. We don't want to have to mess around with that. Man, there's quite a few of these water-breathing plants down here too. Let's see if maybe Marlin can find anything he could hunt down. We don't want him to get too far away from the other creatures, because if a leech were to show up, which unfortunately I think one could there, he'd have to make his way quite far to be able to find anyone to pull it off, and that would leave him very vulnerable to any of those, to any of the Raisranas. Now, let's go ahead and I think we'll have these guys kind of linger around. I did see Raisranas down here, but I'm not sure where they went. So maybe we'll have Aloha come down and help. Yeah, I don't know where they went. I thought I saw some, but now they're gone. Let's make sure Aqua comes over here, though, and can stay kind of close to our family here so that she doesn't get left alone. Now, there was a Raisrana here, too, but it looks like it may have noticed that we are able to hunt it down and disappeared before we could reach it, unfortunately. That's a little bit of a disappointment there, but it's smart for that Raisrana's survival, that's for sure. Is there anything you can do here? Oh, you managed to dig! Wow! Very nice job, Newt. Well, let's see if we can bring Lysana and Lassie out. In fact, we'll put them right here on either side of their parents. Or at least of their mothers. I guess their father is up here. So we'll see if because hopefully Lysana is a little bit less equipped, it looks like, but nevertheless doing pretty well. And that's right, we were trying to get these genes bred in for them, so we'll make sure we give them a chance to have their babies this next turn too, so that hopefully we can continue to perpetuate that line. Let's actually let Carrick hop over here and dig too, since he is able to do that. And then this group here, okay, this is the group that's going to be a little bit questionable, because we have to be kind of careful. We don't want to risk someone getting sick. And let's let Blossom kind of come up here, and she can try and dig and watch as her children carry on her legacy. We'll see if they can manage to dig too. No such luck. But yeah, we'll be pretty careful. What I'm hoping we'll get is a baby, sick or not, that has the double poison fang that we can then breed with the rest of the family. And I think Junko is the other one who has it. So Junko has actually slightly different traits. Why didn't we want to breed him? He actually has pretty decent genetics. So we wanted to breed these guys for the claws, though, so we can maybe breed someone back to Junko depending on the traits that they get. If we had a baby with double E immunity, we could definitely have, if it was female, we could definitely see those traits pass on potentially. It's just going to really depend. But let's go ahead and we'll start a new day, I think, and we're going to be bidding farewell. Who is it we're bidding farewell to? Great, now I've lost the creature. There was someone on their last turn, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure. It wasn't... Oh, it's Aquarius's last turn. That's right. And there may be someone else, too. Let's go ahead and we'll start a new day, and we'll say goodbye to him. Oh, man, lots of creatures. Oh, yeah, over here. And, oh, boy. And, oh, yes, Blossom as well. And then, of course, Aquarius himself. Let's take a look at the baby. Unfortunately, well, Kalara actually does have the poison fangs. She doesn't have them double, but like I was saying, she could breed with Junko and have a chance at passing those genes on without threat of being sick. So even though she is sick right now, that's still a good thing. that we have her here. Let's see if we can manage to catch any of these fish. Oh my goodness, we really are. And this Baryena is just following Flounder out into the sea. It's his last day, so maybe he would venture down into the sea and kind of call for help from these guys. Marlin doesn't have a leech, at least. Let's see who does. So it looks like Aloha has one. Let's make sure that Shimmer grabs that raised Rana, and we can actually have Bermuda come down and do the same before it disappears again. And then, well, let's make sure here that we grab that leech off of Aloha. And then Stingray also has a leech. Well, they are quite close to Flounder, and this group is actually not really all that weak, so maybe they would hear his calls and kind of head in the direction of the trouble up here. We can have them kind of come this way and see if maybe they can deal with that Baryena, that maybe Flounder, knowing it's his last day, will go point out to them and let them know that, hey, there's danger right here, because we do have Stingray, who's one of our double-clawed creatures, and this could actually be a good opportunity for them to reunite with Marlin, who's also on his way over. Now, Kirku didn't actually take damage here. Let's make sure he can gather there, and then I think I'll put him right up here. That should keep the attention of the balance bear and continue to lead it away. Oh, and we forgot about Kutavon. Kutavon is all the way over here on the other side of the mountain, making his way towards this ice block, because we were going to see who's inside of it. Oh, I feel really bad now. I'm sorry for forgetting you were there. He was hiding right by those rocks, and it just kind of slipped out of sight, it seems. Let's bring Brizo back up here. This whole group is slowly dying off, and it's pretty sad, because we've had them venturing over here for quite some time. Even Sardine herself is getting quite a bit older. Let's maybe bring Brizo this way to kind of help out if we can. And I don't see or hear the balance bear or anything, so I think we're all right for the time being. Now, let's see if Newt can come and help us gather as well, and maybe hop back to his nest area there. Or I guess he kind of claimed his own nest. And we have more babies. Rila and Anari. I don't know how to say it. Oh my goodness. And Anar has perfect immunity too. Wow. Or not immunity, fertility. And honestly, not bad genes in the slightest. She does have those short-sighted eyes. Let's go ahead and put this in her mutation menu just preemptively in case she does end up becoming a breeding creature. And we'll put the nimble fingers in as well. Again, she does not have the the webbed hind legs, but for now, what were we gonna put in? We were gonna put in the nimble fingers, but she still has quite a few of the water genes that we're hoping to breed in, and I don't think there's a possibility of having the webbed hind legs with these guys. I don't think any of them have it. So we also have Rila, who, again, pretty much a perfect creature, but does have lower fertility. So we're definitely seeing a rise of some creatures who could potentially carry on this lineage here. Now, Rila, I think we'll maybe go ahead and change her name. It's kind of funny. She's almost the reverse of Lassie here, in some ways. Or not quite the reverse, but whereas Rila has lighter colored mask, Lassie has a darker colored mask, so that's kind of cool. But for Rila, I think we'll go ahead and I'm honestly kind of tempted to name her, what would be a good name for her? I think we'll go ahead and maybe we'll call them Wind and Wave, perhaps? That's kind of a cool combination. So Rila can be Wind, and we'll have, or not Crab. Crab already has a name. Crab doesn't need a new name. And Nari here can be Wave. And that's kind of a cool combination, I think, that would work quite nicely for this duo here. Now, let's go ahead and we'll breed these guys again. We haven't had any males born here, so we really need to change that if we possibly can. Still didn't have them get pregnant, or still didn't have Karara get pregnant either, so that's not a good sign. Let's bring Tadella back up this way, and then maybe Junko can venture this way, and we'll see. Looks like you could come up here and dig. And maybe Coconut. Oh, Coconut did find a dig spot too. That's good to see. Let's see if maybe Nala can come up here and grab this coconut. There we go. Now let's also see too, we already checked on Kalara. We gotta name her though, so maybe we'll go ahead and... what would be a good name for her? Maybe... I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call her Kichiki. And we'll go ahead and keep that as her name. So she could potentially end up breeding with Junko here, depending on how this all works out. But we do need to move Bahari over here. So now, I don't think Crate is immune to her illness. So we'll actually have him step back. And we'll have Shore step back as well. I don't think there's a bird flying around that I see. So we should be okay. And even so... hopefully being underwater will protect her because we don't want anybody getting sick. Now, we are going up on food and we are starting to slowly lose creatures, so I think we'll let Alaska and Bermuda have their first baby. And we'll see if these guys can maybe venture off in search of more food just to make sure that everybody's kind of, oh, there's a raised Rana. Okay, let's see... I don't think we're going to get it. No, we're not going to get it this turn, unfortunately. But maybe we can try for next turn. Maybe we can have Aqua try? Nope. It's very stubbornly sitting there, too. It didn't even want to move. Now, I think it honestly is about time to wrap up the episode, though, unfortunately. So let's bring Calder up here and let him sit by Luna so that he can spend his last day not alone here. He can have some company. And then I think that's about it, and it is about time to wrap up the episode, so we'll go ahead and do that here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.